Mason. So this is going to continue, hopefully inching a little closer into the very drought-stricken areas. Junction about 10:09, London about 10:26. Just to give you an indication, here's the rainfall that has been pushing across those areas. Computer models are not very bullish though. They kind of pull this a little bit closer to us and then pretty much fizzle everything out. But I've got my fingers crossed for that. Once we get through that very low rain chance in the Western Hill Country, this is the next 7 days. I hate to show this, I don't want to sugarcoat it, but unfortunately, with the exception of these spotty light rain showers that will happen between now and the early morning hours, that may be the only rain opportunity we have for the next 7 days. All the while, temperatures close to records the next few days, inching into record territory this weekend, and next week we could see our first triple digits. We'll be right back. Right now, I am tracking the warmest May on record. The first 10 days of 2022 have been record hot. How hot? 82 degrees is our average temperature. Second, 2003. It's been a while. And as the list goes on, we are well above average, which is 74.5. And the heat, combined with the lack of rain, is combining to mean fire danger is back on our radar. Last Thursday's rain, long gone. It's been so hot since. High fire danger in the Hill Country. Very high fire danger for tomorrow out in the Western Hill Country. There may be some showers out there, and I wanted to show you at least some good news. Here's the good news. All the allergens are at least in the low range, so give you something to hang on to. Also, I thought I'd check into our 90-degree tracker, and at least for that, we are not on top of the list, but we've seen 14 as of today, which ties us for 5th most. So we know we're hot. We know it's been record hot. What about rain chances? We definitely need to see some. What I've been tracking is the potential, at least, of seeing some showers, maybe some thunderstorms, at least approach our Western Hill Country communities. I do not anticipate we will see that relief here in Austin, though, so plan on more hot, dry weather. But look at this. Storms are overperforming, and they're also inching ever so closely to Mason and Gillespie counties. There may be a few sprinkles already, but substantial rain is not too far away. And look at this, 638 lightning strikes, only about 15 miles away from Mason. It's Chicago Windler, and I am up to no good, up to my old tricks. It's 12:41 a.m. on a Tuesday night / Wednesday morning. Charles is awake. How's it going? Thanks for checking in. We got a sleepy Skippy right here next to me. Oh, we've got an Ewok who's awake. You want to hop up? Hop up. Oh, yes. Ewok decided to come say hi. Oh, what a good boy you are. There you go. Good boy. Skippy's awake now. Do you want to sit next to Skippy while we do the chat? What do you say? Sit next to Skippy. Can you come right here? Come right here. What do you say? Ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, such a big boy. Now we got both of the boys. Yes, good boy. Laura, how are you? Thank you so much. I appreciate the blue compliment. Part of the reason I always wear long sleeves and that kind of thing here is our air conditioner is wickety whack. It gets so cold around this time, but then we wake up, I don't know, it's like, I don't even know. I'm not the AC person in the house. My husband is, but it's so cold. I kid you not. Charles is working nights this week. All right, all right. So Watt gave up. He went over there to the other side of the room. We still got the Skippy, and so the Skippy gets to be on the Skippy cam. So let's talk about this weather. I don't know about you, but I got so excited when the storms that I didn't think would make it into Mason County started looking like, yes, they would make it into Mason County. And it's not much, but it's better than nothing. There is a little pixel right here in northwest Mason County that picked up almost an inch of rain. And again, it's not much, but some areas out west have seen little to nothing for the entire year. So every little bit helps, and is definitely nice when you don't have severe weather to go along with it. There was quite a bit of lightning earlier, but even those showers have fizzled. So I'll show you the radar and all that good stuff too. However, worth noting, If you didn't get any rain today, chances are slim to none that you'll get any time soon. Laura says, yay for rain that someone got. Exactly. Kevin, what's going on? Thanks for checking in. Yeah, you get the Skippy cam. Ewok was here just a bit ago. Sally, hi. Thanks for staying up late tonight. And as you can see, this 7-day forecast, Fred Hiller in the house says nothing severe. Yeah, good, good, good. There was a severe storm out in the Del Rio area, but I believe that warning was just allowed to expire not long ago. Look at these temperatures. We could be at least in the mid 90s, and I'm now officially forecasting 100 for Monday and Tuesday of next week. We could see a string of record high temperatures possible. Justin, hello. You say, can still use your umbrella for heat. Good point. Beach umbrellas, lots of them. Laura says, was the last year or 2020 when May was hot, but June got milder than normal? They all blend in. I gotta tell you, especially during the pandemic, it all blends in. I would have to look it up to know for sure. What is interesting though is that so far we have actually had warmer temperatures through the first 10 days of May than any other year, including 2011, for what it is worth. Of course, 2011 is when we had 90 days of triple-digit heat, the first of which was in May, incidentally enough. All right, so as we look at rainfall over the last 10 days, now it's May 11th technically by 45 minutes, we're already at an inch deficit at Camp Mabry and an inch and a quarter deficit out at the airport. So despite the fact that we got some rain last Thursday, it's just not enough. Laura says it blends in for you too. We could take a look in just a little bit after I'm done with the weather computer. We can go and I'll show you my regular computer and we can look up some climate stats. So I would be interested as well to see how things shake out in that category. As you can see, there's not much left. What had at one point looked pretty impressive just has faded away to next to nothing. I'm going to go ahead and put it on a 3-hour loop so you can see over the last 3 hours what was rather encouraging. Look at that. And look how quickly it dissipated. Oh, but at least Mason County got some rain. You can basically see kind of everything heading up to the north now and just whisked through northwest Mason County. And so everything's really dissipating and doing so quickly. That was our rain chance, folks. Now there is still one storm with a flood advisory on it, which used to be severe, and it's still got some decent lightning with it, but no longer has a severe thunderstorm warning on it. So there you have it. That was the rain. Easy come, easy go. Temperature-wise right now, it's 69 degrees in Amarillo and Lubbock. Did you hear one of my favorite weather words, haboob? Did you hear about the haboob out in West Texas in the Panhandle? A haboob is defined as a dust storm. Basically, a wall of dust was creeping across the Panhandle in West Texas, winds 70 to 80 miles per hour. We, of course, didn't have any of that, but crazy, crazy. Javon, 2 days in a row. Thank you for checking in. Charles says, looks like Skipper is fading out. Yeah, he is. We can watch him and enjoy his slumber. I wonder what he's dreaming about. Beth, hello. Thank you for checking in. Happy Tuesday night to you. Colby's in the house. How are you? Thanks for checking in on YouTube tonight. All right, so let's widen out the view. Where's the cool air? It is still in the Pacific Northwest. They've had some unseasonably chilly temperatures there. Of course, there is a ridge of high pressure, which is currently keeping us in the soupy air, and you can basically draw it in right about here. At the same time, there's actually a squirrely little low pressure center that's right here off the East Coast. So we've got winds out of that system pulling onshore. We've got winds around this high pressure that are bringing us the Gulf of Mexico soup. And then this big area back here of low pressure that's bringing unseasonably cool temperatures. So there's your lay of the land. By the way, we're going to see an upper level ridge of high pressure strengthen as we head into next week, which is why I'm expecting the triple digits to finally arrive. Dixie Doodles, hello to you. Laura says, all the dust coming at you at 80 miles per hour sounds terrible. Yeah, I saw some pictures. I'll go to Twitter and share with you a few of them. It's haunting. It looks like it's straight out of a movie. All right, so yes, Mason County got a little bit of rain as we showed you the 24-hour rainfall totals, most of that falling within the last hour, and everybody else totally dry. But I mean, you really got to look hard to find that rain. So it was basically west of Grit and northwest of Streeter is where a little tiny pixel with 1 inch of rain fell. Meantime, of course, the drought lingers and it's extreme in, actually, some of these legends are not even correct. It's exceptional in the areas that I've circled right there. Burnett, Blanco, Gillespie, Llano, and Mason counties. And back in western Mason County is where this rain has fallen for today. We will take it, every single precious little drop. Laura says, remind you it's almost hurricane season. Yes, June 1st. It's going to be here before you know it. Oh, yeah. I actually teasingly, just because tickets to Austin City Limits Festival and the lineup, they were all released on Tuesday, you know, and inevitably we always talk about ACL bringing the rain. I'm like, well, if nothing else, we can count on rain come October. Oh, crazy times. Air quality wise, on Wednesday, we will see moderate air quality. In fact, moderate air quality all the way through the end of the week. We'll see some more haze from the smoke from agricultural burning down in Mexico and Central America. Afternoon highs for Wednesday, 95 here in Austin. That will not be a record. The record is 99. Llano could hit 99. Mason could hit 97. I mean, it's just going to be another hot day all the way around. Average high is 86. Now, I do have some good news. The good news is those of you who are allergy sufferers, voila, there's a lot of it, but everything's low. I, for one, have noticed that I can breathe again. Life is good again, and it's just because oak was really, really getting to me. But this week I haven't had any issues. I don't know if anyone else can concur, but the allergy situation seems to be pretty good. All right, ignore all of these temperatures here for the highs because since it's after midnight, they're only showing 70s. But the actual high temperature for Camp Mabry was 94, and at the airport was 92. Both of those on Tuesday ended up being 2 degrees shy of records. So definitely some hot weather, and there will be more hot weather to come. All right, I wanted to show you, just so that you can get an idea of how hot it has been, a look at the records. For the first 10 days of 2022, our average temperature, which if you take the high temperature and the low temperature, add those up and divide by 2, that's your average temperature for the day. Our average temperature average for the first 10 days of the year, not of the year, of the month, 82 degrees, which is the warmest / hottest first 10 days of May on record. And records go back to 1897, so this is a big deal. Laura says, definitely feel allergies today. Really? Oh, see, I didn't feel them at all, and I was out running this morning, and then I walked the dogs, and I've been breathing easy. So maybe you're allergic to something I'm not allergic to then. That could be the case. So anyway, if you look at the last 30 years, 74.5 degrees is where, you know, if you average out everything over the last 30 years, we would be for the first 10 days of May. So the fact that we are running at 82 degrees, I mean, it's kind of insane. I will say I was surprised that amongst the top 6, 2011 is nowhere to be found. So perhaps the real heat didn't kick in until later. Fire danger forecast, and this was before Mason County got the rain, but areas in northwest Mason County might see a little bit of relief courtesy of the rain that fell tonight, but otherwise very high in orange, high fire danger in yellow, and moderate fire danger for the rest of the area. All right, I talked about the allergy situation and how it's not as bad as it has been lately. Now, here's another little fun little tidbit. I love looking at climate stats.
And so I thought, well, you know what? We haven't gotten to triple digits yet. So why not do the 90-degree tracker, which I know doesn't sound nearly as cool. But through May 10th, these are all going to be through May 10th, through May 10th of 2011, we had seen 22 days of 90 plus heat at Camp Mabry, which was the highest in 2011. And as of May 10th, 2022, we've had 14, which ties for fifth most. And of course, we'll continue to see that number climb and climb and climb. So, the record hot May, and more records to come. 82 degrees. Insane, insane heat. More like July. Okay, outside right now, all's quiet in Austin. Every night I've been looking at the moon. It's getting closer and closer to being full. It will be a full flower, blood, total lunar eclipse on Sunday night. So take all of those superlatives and just know that we're going to have an awesome view, and hopefully skies will be nice and clear on Sunday night as well for the total lunar eclipse that will be visible in central Texas. 76 degrees outside right now. It's actually a little cooler than it has been in recent times. Our low this morning, or on Tuesday morning, the low was 76. So, I mean, 77, I should say. So, it kind of gives perspective. It's not quite as hot. So, you can see these dying storms are quickly moving out. Everything that was in Mason County earlier has pretty much fizzled. Off to the north, still a severe thunderstorm watch in pink, as what appears to be a bow echo, a line of bowing segments bringing potential wind damage, pushes toward central Oklahoma. So yeah, there's still going to be some heavier rain there, but we are pretty much done for the night with anything of consequences. This all kind of fizzles out. It's so interesting too, because I kept on watching the computer models earlier and I'm like, well, they're pretty much dissipating this, but it looked so promising on radar. I'm like, come on, go, go, go. As you can see, it's like, nope, nope, thanks, see you later, bye-bye. And that was pretty much it. So, widen out the view, show you where all the rain fell, and it was mainly that northwest corner, Mason County, all the way down to Del Rio and into Mexico. What is next? Ugh, this is the worst graphic ever. You know why? This is not only the rain that we can expect for the next 24 hours, this is the rain that we can expect for the next 7 days. Little to no rain for a full week. The longer we go without rain, the longer we will see drought conditions worsen, the more likely we will see temperatures heat up. High pressure at the upper levels of the atmosphere means sinking air. Sinking air squashes rain chances. Sinking air brings compressional warming. Compressional warming means hotter temperatures. It's a vicious cycle. Hanson, what's going on? Rick Hill here as well. Natalie, long time no talk. Say, looking forward to the eclipse. Your youngest asked us to wake him up for it. Well, you know what? Well, it depends on how early he goes to bed. It is, after all, a school night. But the partial part of the lunar eclipse is actually going to start not long after sunset. Sunset right now is around 8:15. At least it'll be 8:15 on Wednesday. But on Sunday, I think sunset's like 8:20-ish, something like that. And the beginning of the partial part of the eclipse is like at 8:35. The totality starts around 10:30 at night and continues until a little bit after midnight. So hopefully your kiddo won't have to stay up all that late after all. Okay, so Wednesday morning, we'll see a lot of cloud cover. And then we'll watch as temperatures warm yet again. How warm will they get? I'm forecasting 95 degrees, clouds giving way to sunshine. No record, but certainly noticeably hot. Hanson says, sleepy Skipper. Yeah, I don't want to disturb him, but he's got a good little spot there, that's for sure. Ray, hi. Niederwald in the house. Thank you for checking in. All right, next 5 days. Obviously, the record is not 9 degrees on Wednesday. Let's make that 99. I'm trying to remember, did I use that in anything today? Or too late now, right? But as you can see, I mean, just hot stuff. We could see record tide on Saturday, another record tide as we head into your Sunday. Here's a look at the hour-by-hour forecast for Wednesday. Starting in the morning, upper 60s, low 70s, cloud cover. as we head into the midday hours, turning mostly sunny, mid to upper 80s, and then by afternoon, mid 90s, a few spots off to the east in the low 90s, a southeast wind throughout the day. Let's do it again on Thursday. Patchy clouds to start off your Thursday, 60s in the hill country, low 70s elsewhere. By afternoon, right around 96 in Austin, 98 in Llano, 97 in Mason, and we're basically going to continue this trend with very little in the way of rainfall. Now, worth noting, the Weather Prediction Center does show a very small area of basically 1/10 of an inch or less in terms of rainfall. I'm not even that impressed. I'm somewhat, what is it? I was going to say disenchanted. I'm somewhat, not jaded. I can't think of it. It's late. I'm tired. But I'm basically just unimpressed with our rain chances, unfortunately. So then we're back around the 7-day forecast, just like that. I mean, honestly, with this weather pattern the way it is, there really won't be a lot of new and exciting stuff to talk about. There is the potential of seeing some showers and some storms, perhaps by Thursday the 19th. Oh, it just turned to 1 a.m., so all these numbers have changed and messed up. Let me turn it to something else instead. 1 o'clock is when all the clocks shift to the next day. All right, so as always, you can check in on cbsaustin.com/weather. I'll probably have to revise, you know how it says Western Hill Country, rain possible. I may have to revise that since it's pretty much done across the area. But anyway, 76 degrees currently. We're going to head to that high temperature later of 95 degrees. All right, let's do some climate stuff. I'm going to head back over here and we'll pop up my other computer and we'll find out a little bit more about the, let's see, I believe this is what I want right here. Okay, so what we were looking up was temperatures in, let's do average temperatures. And I'm going to go like, I'll do 2010 to 2022. And let me see if this is going to give me per month. Yep, month range 1 through 12. Setting it for Camp Mabry. Okay, hopefully this brings back what we want. Okay, it does. So Laura, your wish is my command. All right, so first off, let's go ahead and take a look at, and I'll try and highlight some of this as we go. Oh, what did I just do? There it is. Okay, I was like, sure enough, it didn't go too far. Okay, so let's see. We'll go to the month of May, which is right here, and circle this. Obviously, 2022 has been really, really warm. So let's see, 2021, our average was 75 degrees in May, but then went up to 83 degrees in June, and then 84 degrees in July. I'm trying to like figure out if there was some big cooler month. So 83 for the month of June is average. So we were pretty much near average the last couple of years. Yeah, Laura, I'm not necessarily seeing a big signal of it being super cool or anything the last couple of years. It looks like in 2019, we were slightly cooler than average during May, June, and July. But yeah, nothing is sticking out. That probably doesn't help you too well. And it may actually be a little bit small for you to see as well. Let's see if I can make it a bit larger. So in general, what I was looking at was these are the monthly average temperatures, and I was trying to determine if there was a noticeably cooler month last year or the year previous following a warmer month in the spring. And I'm not necessarily seeing a whole lot. I mean, it does look like 2021 July, the average temperature was 84 versus in June it was 83. So it was considerably cooler. Yeah, it looks like July was a cooler month. Last year, 84 degrees was the average the average overall temperature in the month of July versus 86 being the normal. So we were a couple of degrees cooler than average. But either way, it still doesn't like tell me a whole lot. There was one other thing that I was going to look at and show you all. Let me think if I can remember what it was. Because I knew when we came over to this weather computer, there was one other thing I was going to show. While I can't think of it right this minute, oh, well, I can show you a couple of things rainfall total wise. This is going to the LCRA, Lower Colorado River Authority, and from it, you can see that the Gillespie County basically did not see any rain. Let's see, Natalie says, felt like 2021 summer was more mild than usual. Yeah, it's so crazy. I can't believe I can't remember a year ago, but it literally all blends in. So I do think we saw our first triple digit day in mid-June back last year, which was still ahead of the average, which is July 4th. But yeah, it really does blend in. I can't tell you what last week was, to be honest with you. It's just crazy how quickly everything fades away, fades from memory. So anyway, rainfall total wise, there you have it. I wanted to also show you though, the rain that fell out toward the west. There was a spot, oh, it doesn't show up here. I was gonna say there was a spot that picked up over 2 inches of rain way out west. Let me see if I can find it over. Which one is it? Over here. So yeah, in Valverde County, Devil's River del Norte picked up 2.87 inches of rain, which is pretty good. Natalie says, or did we hit, or we didn't hit over 100 as often. We may have not hit 100 quite as much, which is another fun little stat. Let me go ahead and do that. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys, just because there's so many like interesting, cool things that we can look at. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do maximum temperature, number of days at or above 100, and go ahead and do Austin area. And this is going to pop up a list of how many triple digit days we had. And I'll go ahead and take it all the way to our, yeah. So in 2021, we only had 12 triple digit days. So you are absolutely right. I'll zoom this up a little bit so you can see it a bit larger. So look at that. In 2020, we had 49 days of triple digits. 2019, we had 57. 2018, we had 52. And we only had 12 days of triple digit heat in 2021. How about that? And why do I forget that? What was I doing last summer? I literally don't even know. I was just looking to see if there was anything new from the National Weather Service. There's nothing new of consequence. But yeah, 12 days of triple digits, and that was it, which was the lowest number since 2007 when we had 3 days of triple digit heat. So I mean, that's pretty notable. We only had 2 back in 2004 and only 2 in 2002. And of course, the record was 2011 with 90 days of triple digit heat. So thank you, Natalie. That's actually really interesting and helpful information. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Oh, I did want to mention to you, air quality wise, we're going to be in the moderate range all the way through Friday, which As long as we're not in the unhealthy zone, we should be just fine. And also, the UV index is something that has been kind of slowly but surely creeping up. And we are now to the point where our UV index is in the purple, which is extreme. So our UV index for Wednesday is an 11, which basically means you can burn in like 10 minutes or less if you're not wearing sunscreen. So another little fun fact for you. Let's talk about weather history and then we'll wrap it up. So on May 11th of 1972, there was a flood that hit New Braunfels. 17 people were killed in New Braunfels from a flood. One other person died in McQueenie. Damage but no deaths occurred in San Marcos, Seguin, Gonzales, Cuero, Victoria. As much as 16 inches of rain drove the Comal, Guadalupe, and San Marcos rivers out of their banks. Oh, that's crazy. People were rescued by helicopter from rooftops. Also, back in Gillespie County in 1999, there was an F3 tornado that hit Harper. Gillespie County, it was a tornado, took the roof off the high school in Harper, laid it on the ground. Winds damaged several other roofs in the building. Tornado began about 3 miles east of Harper, moving toward the southeast. 2 miles down the path, it turned toward the south, destroyed 35 homes, 10 mobile homes, damaged or destroyed 25 outbuildings and barns. So yeah, those are your little weather history tidbits. And last but not least, of course, a look at the holidays as we head into May 11th. It is Donate a Day's Wages to Charity Day, Eat What You Want Day, which I can get behind that one for sure. Hostess Cupcake Day, I can get behind that one as well. International Receptionist Day, National Numeracy Day in the UK, National Root Canal Appreciation Day. I do not appreciate root canals. National Third Shift Workers Day, and National Twilight Zone Day. All right, and now I think we are officially done. But anyway, thank you guys for staying up late. Mike, I don't know if I said hello to you. Good morning to you as well. As always, you can get your forecast updates at cbsaustin.com/weather. And with that, I will bid you adieu. Avery Tomasco's got your forecast in the morning. Take care. Have a great night.